have spoken a lot about skincare products in our past videos. So this video's focus is a bit different. We are focusing on the structure of the skin. The skin has three main layers, namely epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous layer. The epidermis is the outermost layer of the skin. This layer consists of the stratum corneum, which is approximately 0.25 millimeters thick in healthy skin. This layer is made up of non-living cells which trap water. There are a few factors that lead to the thickening of the stratum corneum, such as aging, sun damage, and dry skin. An over-thickening of the stratum corneum can lead to a dull, uneven skin tone. The innermost layer of the epidermis contains the basal layer, which consists of small round cells called basal cells. The basal cells continually divide, and the new cells constantly push older ones up towards the surface of the skin, where they are eventually shed. The basal cell layer is also known as the stratum germinativum due to the fact that it is constantly germinating or producing new cells. The basal cell layer contains cells called melanocytes. Melanocytes produce the skin coloring or pigment known as melanin, which gives skin its tan or brown color and helps to protect the deeper layers of the skin from the harmful effects of the sun. Sun exposure causes melanocytes to increase production of melanin in order to protect the skin from damaging ultraviolet rays, producing suntan. Patches of melanin in the skin cause birthmarks, freckles, and age spots. Melanomas develop when melanocytes undergo malignant transformation. The dermis is located beneath the epidermis and is the thickest of the three layers of the skin. It is 1.5 to 4 millimeters thick, making up approximately 90% of the thickness of the skin. The main functions of the dermis are to regulate temperature and to supply the epidermis with nutrient-rich blood. Much of the body's water supply is stored within the dermis. This layer contains most of the skin's specialized cells and structures, including blood vessels. Blood vessels supply nutrients and oxygen to the skin and take away cell waste and cell products. The blood vessels also transport the vitamin D produced in the skin back to the rest of the body. Lymph vessels. The lymph vessels bath the tissues of the skin with lymph, a milky substance that contains the infection-fighting cells of the immune system. These cells work to destroy any infection or invading organisms as the lymph circulates to the lymph nodes. Hair follicles. The hair follicles is a tube-like sheath that surrounds the part of the hair that is under the skin and nourishes the hair. Sweat glands. The average person has about 3 million sweat glands. Sweat glands are classified according to two types. Apocrine glands are specialized sweat glands that can be found only in the armpits and pubic regions. These glands secrete a milky sweat that encourages the growth of the bacteria responsible for our body odor. Eccrine glands are the true sweat glands, found over the entire body. These glands regulate body temperature by bringing water via the pores to the surface of the skin, where it evaporates and reduces skin temperature. These glands can produce up to 2 liters of sweat an hour. However, they secrete mostly water, which doesn't encourage the growth of odor-producing bacteria. Sebaceous glands. Sebaceous or oil glands are attached to the hair follicles and can be found everywhere on the body except for the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. These glands secrete oil that helps to keep the skin smooth and supple. The oil also helps to keep the skin waterproof and protects against an overgrowth of bacteria and fungi on the skin. Nerve endings. The dermis layer also contains pain and touch receptors that transmit sensations of pain, itch, pressure, and information regarding temperature to the brain for interpretation. If necessary, Shivering, which is an involuntary contraction and relaxation of muscles, is triggered, generating body heat. Collagen and elastin. The dermis is held together by a protein called collagen, made by fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are skin cells that give the skin its strength and resilience. Collagen is a tough, insoluble protein found throughout the body in the connective tissues that hold muscles and organs in place. In the skin, collagen supports the epidermis, lending it its durability. Elastin, a similar protein, is a substance that allows the skin to spring back into place when stretched and keeps the skin flexible. The dermis is held together by a protein called collagen. This layer gives the skin flexibility and strength. The dermis also contains pain and touch receptors. The subcutaneous fat layer is the deepest layer of the skin. It consists of a network of collagen and fat cells. It helps conserve the body's heat and protects the body from injury by acting as a shock absorber. The subcutis is the innermost layer of the skin and consists of a network of fat and collagen cells. The subcutis is also known as the hypodermis or subcutaneous layer and functions as both an insulator, conserving the body's heat, and as a shock absorber, protecting the inner organs. The blood vessels, nerves, lymph vessels, and hair follicles also cross through this layer. The thickness of the subcutis layer varies throughout the body and from person to person. I hope this overview of the structure of the skin has empowered you to better understand how your beautiful skin functions. Thank you. If you enjoy our content and would like to stay up to date with our skin functional content, please like and subscribe to our channel. You will be notified whenever we release new videos, so you are always in the know.